What's up guys, this is AFUK and this is my updated SH Figuarts Dragonball Z collection. Posing ideas for you, number 2. Before we get into it, I just want to thank you to all my subscribers, because I've recently reached my first 1,000 subscribers, so to all of you I thank you. But right, so start with, it's my 1.0 Scout of Vegeta in the Saiyan pod there with the lights on. Got Tak there from that scene where Nappa punches off Tien's arm, or hand rather, one of the Tamashii blast effects on his arm. And like I said, Tak on Nappa's wrist there to make it look like Tien's hand is flying off. Saiyaman chilling there. Dead Yamcha with Krillin to kind of give the vibe of Yamcha's dead and Krillin screaming, not very happy about Yamcha being down. And there, Goku in the middle, in the centre of it, the demoniacal fit wavy hair with his belt in the going to the right direction like it's all blowing in the wind. Up here, 2.0 Scout of Vegeta, which I did the panel lining myself, and a bootleg 1.0 Goku. They've got stands there which are bolted into the bottom of the shelf above so they can hang down effortlessly. Bandai effect there, clear one, with Piccolo charging up his special beam cannon. Cannot wait for a 2.0 Piccolo, it's going to happen at some point. Chaozu chilling there. The 4-star Dragon Ball again. Got Goku up there. Kicking down Vegeta. Vegeta's there, sorry, kicking down Frieza with his tail off. Again, that stand is bolted into the side on the outside of the artwork. On to the next one, my Yardrat Goku. Same pose as last time, but I have a plans in the next video to have him coming out of the Saiyan pod over there. So we've got Yardrat Goku there, the androids 17 and 18 coming out behind 16. He's using his wrist blast there with the one of the Bandai effects on either side. I like that. Now behind SDCC Goku there, which I really like that pose at the minute. I have my Imperfect Cell Custom coming out above the cell shell that comes with the Figuarts Trunks time machine. So when you look at it, it kind of looks like he's coming out from the crack going down the top above it. So we got Saiyan Armor Trunks behind him there. 1.0 Gohan with the 2.0 Super Saiyan 1 head on top. Trunks there. Another Bandai blast effect. That's like after he cuts up Robot Frieza. I can't remember his actual name. And so yeah, when he cuts him up and then uses that one hand to blast him into nothing. Gohan there, and he snaps and loses it with a variety of effects there, making that kind of scene. 2.0 Vegeta facing off against Cell, blocking a kick there. I quite like that pose. Cell and Vegeta both looks nice. Excuse me. On to Broly. Broly chilling there. He is, if you get it right. He's only balancing on one foot and the stand. As you can see, he's not actually touching the wall. or leaning against anything. So if you can get his stand right underneath the skirt, you can get him in these poses stood upright. And that is pretty much that shelf at the minute. Onto this one, starting at the back, Goku and Vegeta. That's quite an awkward pose to get them in, because either way one of the arms have to be quite awkward. As you can see, Goku's arm is quite awkward there, coming over the top. In front I have the Super Saiyan 3. That's a bootleg head on a 1.0 Super Saiyan Goku body, which I love that look to pieces. As much as I adore the 2.0s and the articulation that comes with them, I still like the that kind of this skinnier look for the mould. I'll always enjoy looking at that. On to the Boo's, Kid Buu in the middle there on his stand. Fat Buu behind, getting punched in the face by Super Saiyan 3 2.0. As you can see, you can have Majin Buu getting knocked back by this because you can use his cape to keep him balanced. So you see, if you want his feet off the floor like that, like he's being knocked back, his cape goes back far enough to give that effect. At the front of the whole lot, we have Gotenks there, throw in his galactic donut effect. Quite like that pose as well, with the Gotenks Ghost there at the front. Up behind we've got Ultimate Gohan there, giving an uppercut to Super Buu. You can, if you spend a little time with Super Buu's back leg and all that, you can get him leaning back a fair amount without any stands or anything. There's no stands there holding him up, so I quite like that. On to Vegeta. I don't think I've changed Vegeta's pose from the last video, but I still very much like how that looks. Super Saiyan God Goku. I tried to kind of recreate the look, I think, on the front cover of the Blu-ray of Dragon Ball Super, where it's got God Goku in the Kamehameha pose. So I kind of tried to recreate that look with the Kamehameha, and that Beerus and Whis on top. Again, I don't think I've changed them from the first video, but there will be more to come. And so that is pretty much that shelf. Leading on to the Dragon Ball Super shelf. Again, I've still not managed to do any artwork for this one, still deciding what to do, but to start with this one, towards the end of Resurrection F, we've got Vegeta looking down at Golden Frieza just before he turns back to Base Frieza, and Goku comes rushing in. I still haven't changed Goku's pose because just it fits that scene so well. Quite pleased with the posing and that, and how it looks with Frieza on one of the bases of the Tamashii impacts. My custom Goku Black in front of the original Goku Black in Dragon Star Zamasu. I love that little setup I've got there of those three. Leading on to my most recent figure, or my last two recent figures, the Zamasu, Merge Zamasu, which I think is fantastic. I love that figure to pieces. And the Super Saiyan Blue Goku. That's the 2.0 Vegeta there with the demoniacal fit blue Vegeta head sculpt going towards Zamasu there. So you can see there, make the kind of the centre of that shelf. I think he's very quickly become one of my favourites, Merge Zamasu. I really wish I got two to have the kind of corrupted version as well, to have against a Vegeta Blue once I eventually have him. So they move down onto Dragon Ball Super Rage Trunks, there with the sword. Behind, Frieza there, the Tournament of Power Frieza because of the halo. I do need Broly and the Super Saiyan Blue, the Broly Vegeta that has the Super Saiyan God Red hair. And to finish off this one is Gogeta there, and that's pretty much showing off that scene in the Broly film where Broly's in the air and Gogeta throws his hands up and it's all blue, and it doesn't end well for Broly. So I quite like that as well, with the effects used, and his belt flying up kind of really gives the effect that that's what's going on. And so at the minute, that is the last shelf of my display. Moving on again from the start of Dragon Ball Z all the way across the Buu Saga and the margins, and then onto the Dragon Ball Super shelf, which is definitely looking a lot more flushed out now. So I hope this gives any of you guys some inspiration for your own displays, any poses. This is posing ideas for you, so obviously if you want to steal these poses, this is essentially exactly what this video is meant for, and to showcase my collection. Once again, thank you very much for watching, guys. Again, thank you to my subscribers. Finally reached the 1K mark, and enjoy your day, guys. Cheers.